for Elon Musk's brain science startup, Neuralink, announcing the company has successfully implanted a brain chip in a human for the first time, less than a year after the FDA gave the green light for a clinical study.
Imagine the joy of connecting with your loved ones, browsing the web, or even playing games using only your thoughts.
Neuralink says the implant is intended to record and transmit brain signals wirelessly to an app that decodes movement intention. In other words, controlling a phone or computer with someone's thoughts, thus the product's name, telepathy. Musk posting on his social media platform X, imagine if Stephen Hawking could communicate faster than a speed typist or auctioneer. That's the goal. Elaborating on Neuralink's mission in 2019.
This, I think, has a very good purpose, which is to cure personalism, and ultimately to help secure humanity's future as a civilization.
Musk said the patient received the implant Sunday and was recovering well. He described the initial data from the device as promising and noted initial users will be those who have lost the use of their limbs.
Pages simply thinks about moving his hand up or down.
In previous tests on animals, a monkey with a Neuralink's brain implant able to play Pong on a computer, according to the company. Device also detecting brain activity in a pig. What does this technology have the potential to do?
We're just at the beginning of this area of medical device development.
Neuralink is one of a small handful of companies and researchers testing brain chips in humans.
Nathan is moving this hand with his brain.
Watch as this 30-year-old, injured in a car crash, fist bumps President Obama with a robotic arm powered by his thoughts in 2016. And these patients are controlling their computers with their minds to message back and forth, thanks to Synchron's implanted device. The company says it's like brain Bluetooth. And while emerging neurotechnology offers exciting possibilities, social media exploding with sci-fi references.
Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises honor and glory to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Bahasham Rakah Kodash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Salutation to the Aki and preaching his truth to the four corners of the earth in sincerity. Right, and this is your brother Yakal coming to you with another lesson. Lord's willing, it be edifying to the spirit. As the title reads, the spirit of devils working miracles. Right, as we see them devils at work, they're talking about the stages that they already reached, but we know that they not only been testing animals, but they've been testing humans for the longest while, inmates that go on missing, etc., etc. But as we see them right now, Elon Musk is in the stages of, he said, successfully implanting a brain chip into someone's head and that they are recovering well. You see these celebrities, as you already see Obama on the stage, showcasing, if he's a president of a former president of the United States, what is he doing showcasing a brain chip? You get, that's how they started off. That's how they start, they worldwide spread. They get normalized by using gradualism with these celebrities, with these your basketballers, and that's how they would start it until you get normal with it. Because believe it or not, there are people actually out there who want the next revolution. They want the next thing, like how everybody run down the next iPhone or they run down. The people out there, they want a brain chip. They want to be able to type and text and send messages from here to another place without using their phone. They want to be a cyborg, right? So when we understand what they're doing, right, and it's a certain part that's stood out to me, right, before. Not only about the monkeys and all them stuff, but
For Elon Musk's brain science startup, Neuralink, announcing the company has successfully implanted a brain chip in a human for the first time, less than a year after the FDA gave the green light for a clinical study.
Imagine the
right, this part here, just bear with me.
joy of connecting with your loved ones, browsing the web, or even playing games using only your thoughts.
Neuralink says that
Only your thoughts, and this is the part that should scare everyone, because the thoughts of your thoughts connected to the chip sending a message to the app that he has created. And when you even think about it, you know what it's called? It's called telepathy. That is the name of the app that Elon Musk has, right? And I wanna get the meaning of the word telepathy. Cause I studied it this morning and I say I would do something on it, right? Telepathy meaning. I'll get the meaning, the normal meaning on Google first, and then I'll get it on the online etymology. The meaning of telepathy. This is Elon Musk app, right? It says the supposed communication of thoughts or ideas by means other than the known senses, right? Because they're tapping into your psyche. So your thoughts transmitting onto the app, and the app sending out a message that anything that you're thinking about, because there's even studies or projects what they did when a man could control his arm. Somebody who, that is why he said this is only going out today that have lost their limbs, making it seem as though they trying to help people, seem as though people without limbs, they're missing a foot, they give them a prosthetic foot, and you could control your foot movements with your mind. You could control your hand movements with your mind. You understand? And I was actually looking at one of those videos earlier on, right? I'm gonna see if I get it in history. Bear with me here. Right, and this is it here.
Found God channel. So we didn't know. So right here.
6 years later, here I am, hopefully about to develop some of the best technology for people out there.
Revolution hasn't stopped just because we are here. We probably are.
Power enough to her face, I guess.
So that here, you know.
It's a home on Louisiana's Pearl River.
My mom was put on bed rest weeks before I was born. Had no idea that I was gonna born. She happened to see me.
You lose your arm, it's like no one's need. Life sucks. 6 years later, here I am, hopefully about to develop some of the best technology for people out there.
Revolution hasn't stopped just because we are here. We probably are becoming the first species that is capable to influence its own evolution.
I could have this hand look any way I want. What if I don't want a hand? What if I want a tentacle?
Modern advances in the world of prosthetics are changing lives across the globe. Where once there was stigma, amputees are now empowered and enhanced. From low-cost 3D printed designs to high-tech innovations, I wanted to see how access to these technologies has changed, what further developments are around the corner, and what ethical battles lie ahead. This is bionic actor Angel Dufria. Angel is a congenital amputee, born without her left hand.
And I'll just leave it as that because I don't really want to stray from the topic right now, but really and truly, there's a lot of studies of people wanting to actually be like robots. They want to be test subjects, in other words. Because what is the next step when these machine parts start to take over you? You know, when you're trying to hold back, but the machine, the same hand holds down somebody and chokes them to death. What is the next step now? Your same prosthetic hand that you believe you have full control of, right, holds down somebody neck and strangle them, or it even holds you down and strangle you because the wrong signals being sent. You understand? And Elon Musk and his scientists, they actually turn it up a notch, where they tapping into telepathy. And I was going into the meaning of these on the online etymology. Right? Right, this is telepathy. It says direct communication of one's mind with another by extraordinary phenomena. Right? They connect into your mind. What he's saying right now is that, well, at least the information that they disclose to the public is that the brain chip is a reading something. It reads your mind. So it could send whatever your mind is thinking about and send it to their Neuralink and the Neuralink sends it to the app, and the app does whatever. But we know that is bullshit, because if they could be able to read your mind, and they calling it telepathy, let me read some more on what telepathy is. It says, along with, we'll continue going on, right? It says, of one mind with another by extraordinary phenomena, coined along with telepathy, go back to these Latin and Greek words. It says, feeling from afar, from telepathy, because it goes back to the word telepathic, right? And we have the word telepathic here, which means direct communication of one's mind with another by extraordinary phenomena, right? Just now, bear with me. There's another word that connects with telepathy. Not only thoughts, but apprehensive can, because this is one of the words that explains it even more. Apprehensive. It says capable of perceiving, fitted for mental impression, right? And goes on to say to apprehend was just to take hold of. So what they're doing is taking hold of your memories, taking hold of your thoughts, and by them taking hold of your memories and taking hold of your thoughts, right, they can actually send memories and send thoughts to you as well too. So you might trust in your prosthetic arm, you might trust in whatever prosthetics they give you, but when they send a message to do something, is that going to be done? You understand? If we could have the whole world doing this, as soon as going to happen, then they could take control fully. Because Elon Musk really and truly, he's not the man behind this, but he would be the face. That's why the title of the video is the spirits of devils working miracles, right? And I could get that precept. Alright, let's bear with me here. Let me get some precepts here now. That's Revelation 16. Revelation 16 and verse 14. And it reads, for they are the spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world, to gather them to the battle of that great day of Yahweh the Almighty. Now, understanding it, they are the spirits. They always work in some miracles. They always have something in store for you. You understand? They always have some backup plan. That's why they call it order out of chaos. They always have something ready for when the people in danger, they have the answer. You understand? Just like the devil waters that they distributed. Everybody gets sick, and they apprehended the what? The order out of the chaos, right? When you look at our country, they're talking about Saharan dust all over the place. We know what these things are. Chemtrails that they spraying in the air constantly, getting the people sick, making them want to trust in them and making them want to believe in them. But what they really not telling our people, because our people are lost, is that they entering into your vessel, they entering into your temple, right? And by them entering into your temple, the Lord says there's a judgment for that. As I did a video the other day, you are the temple of the Most High. You understand? What precept is that? Let's see if I get that real quick. Right? If I get that precept, I believe that is Revelation, the 13th chapter. Right, now let's read it from here. This is Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right? And we know that the MOTB coming into full effect. Right? And verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Right? Now, go to same book of Revelation, 14th chapter, and verse 9. Here's the judgment. It says, and the third angel said, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, right, righteous judgment, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, and in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb. Now, this by itself, yapa, because really and truly, the ones them that worship and take this mark, there's a judgment where the Lord talk about. He said, he said that a sore fell upon them, that we always go into. A noisome and grievous sore fell upon them, which was their skin. It started to boil, sores come up all over the skin. And now everyone who didn't take it, the mark, they were glad. Because really and truly, when the scriptures say in destruction, he shall laugh at them in famine and all this stuff, you're going to laugh because we didn't take it. We stand stiffly. Right? That is what we're going to have the place in even more confusion and in more chaos. Because people are going to be hungry, yes, all this stuff. But these devils coming with their miracles. Trying to talk to certain people who love being a cyborg. Trying to convince, and the scriptures say that they're going to take it. Right? They're going to take it. He calls it all. He calls it all, both small and great. But then when you take it now, there's a judgment. They're going to fall in the hands of the Lord and his indignation. And it says in the presence of the angels and in the presence of the Lamb. They're going to look down on you and you're going to be tormented. You're going to wish to die. As the scripture says, some of them wish to die. With all these sores on them, sending them mad, they wish to die. You understand? But you can't. Because when you look at some of these miracles, as Elon Musk called his project, telepathy, direct communication of one mind with another. So tell me, what is the other? Because the other mind not going into you speaking to your friend, The other mind is you relaying your information to them, and they're programming, and they're pulling you up, making an account of all the data where your daily life is, programming your whole mind. So you get in dreams, because there's something called a repetitive cycle where you're constantly repeating the same thing. It becomes your lifestyle, right? You're constantly doing it. It becomes your lifestyle, like brothers in the community truth videos, camp, Sabbath, wherever the case may be. Repetition is the father of all skill, right? But then now, they constantly sending you these dreams. Constantly sending you these dreams, and you're always dreaming the same thing. They're gonna then now make you believe in what they're sending you. One day they might tamper with your name. One day they wake up, you don't even know who's your kids. They need these things. They need to get rid of your free will, as they like to say, because we know that there's no such thing as free will, but they need to get you docile. That's what they're saying. They need to get you docile. They need to get you willing, And even when the scripture say, they were afraid, but they does fight. They need to get you not afraid. These soldiers need to be ready. Because when you understand they that worship the beast, is these soldiers, these nurses, they are the ones up first in the line of worshiping, because when they tell them that they have to take the devil waters or they're gonna get fired, they take it. A lot of them lost their job. Yeah, but a lot of them take it because they were frightened. They're done with the system. Whatever the system is for, they're done with it. And that is our people. But continuing with the lesson, what is taking place when they enter into you is they entering into your vessel, pursuant to that puts you into First Corinthians, right? The third chapter. Let me get that real quick. Right, First Corinthians 3 and 17. If any man defile the temple of Yahweh, him shall Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai destroy, for the temple of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is holy, which temple ye are. Right? So if you defile the temple by putting in what you call it? You're putting in this devil's chip, which is the mark, as the scriptures say. What you're doing really and truly is signing an agreement with Esau, which is known as a blood pact. You understand? And I'm gonna get those stuff on the screen one time. Just now. Right, Merriam-Webster for a blood pact or a blood oath. Right, an oath taken by two or more people in which they ceremonially, because what it is a ceremonially use or exchange each other's blood. A very serious or solemn oath. And the reason why, that is why they make these celebrities sign in blood, and they make these make them sign, you know, and that is something real serious, because when you take this MOTB is going into you. It's like, alright, the scriptures say in the same, let me go back to it real quick so I'll clarify what I'm saying. 1 Corinthians 3 and 17, right? The Lord said that ye are the temple, right? Let me see if I can get it. Alright, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of Yahweh, and that the Spirit of the Lord dwelleth in you. So that know that the Spirit dwelleth in you, right? You have the Spirit of the Lord within you. When you don't have the Spirit of the Lord in you, right, and then you put Esau, because they are not listening, they that be the children of disobedience, they already have the spirit of Satan. But what going on is they didn't make the oath, the complete oath with him. They didn't make the blood pact. When a man enters into a woman, his woman, which is a virgin, what does happen? He penetrates her, and then they become one through the blood, you know, and they take the blood, the cloth, and, you know, they carry it up to the elders, etc., etc. Esau is entering into you, you know, shedding your blood with his MOTB, and then what? He is dwelling in you. Like 1 Corinthians 3:16, the Lord dwelleth in you, but no, Esau wants to dwell in you, because he tells himself that he is God, and he sitteth at the in the temple of the Most High, which is who? Us. He's sitting in the temple of the Most High, which is the children of Israel, and he calling himself God. Think about it. You understand? Now they want to come with their miracles. Even that shows that they want to be like the Most High. You know, they can make a man who don't have no hand have a hand again, his spine shatter. They want to make his spine work again. But to the cost of what? To the cost of when the Lord send down them saw, you know. I'm gonna see if I get that precept. No, it's some should I spell it wrong? That's no. Just bear with me here. Spelling it wrong, but I believe that is Revelation 16. Just bear with me. Revelation 16. Let's bear with me. I'll bring this precept after. Because what going on is when they make that oath with Esau, right? And you it's like you're in agreement. You're going against Deuteronomy 28, where the Lord said, and where the Lord said in Revelation, Deuteronomy 28, that, if you do all these things, that was the covenant. That's why the Lord say, when he comes, that they're going to have a new covenant. He's going to make a new covenant to the house of Israel, not according to the former. Because the former covenant, we had to obey all these things, and we don't know the difference, but the Lord is going to show us the difference in this new covenant, right? But we had to obey all these laws, worship no other God but Him, etc., etc. But since we didn't do these things, curses fell upon us, right? And by nature, our people was cursed and went off. But the Lord always reserve a remnant that is going to listen to Him. 7,000 men that not going to bow to the image. Because when you read Revelation, it tells us that whosoever bow to the image, worship the image, all these things. That is the system and all the beliefs, right? Let's bear with me here. So you could read over the blood oath. It says, an oath taken by 2 or more people in which they ceremonially use or exchange each other's blood. A very serious or solemn oath. Right, and then this is an example, right? Now I want to search a blood ritual. Right, it says blood rituals often involve a symbolic death or rebirth. As literally bodily birth involves bleeding, blood is typically seen as very powerful and sometimes as unclean. Blood sacrifice is sometimes considered by the practitioners of prayer, ritual magic, and spell casting to intensify the power of such activities. So by doing this, it symbolically represents the death and the rebirth. And this is Esau. Because he considers that when he already eliminate majority of the population with his MOTB, there's going to be a rebirth. You understand? And the people themselves who take this thing, there's going to be a death and a rebirth. They reborn as Satan's children for good. Because I know repenting when you take the mark and coming back to the Lord, you understand, is a noisome and grievous source. So it comes back to the precept that I was looking for earlier on, right? Right, and we know that I know it's in Revelation 16 and what. I'm trying to find this, so bear with me. Revelation 16. From the top. I read from the top. Revelation 16 and 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon all the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. You understand? So understanding it at its entirety, that what taking place is a lot of people for worshiping the image already. They're already worshiping the image in the first place. They love the system. They will do anything to keep their job, whatever the case may be. But in that time, bowing to them and worshiping them and going along with their credit score system, and because you want to keep your job, you're thinking about your kids, you're seeking safe, and you never seek the Lord, You know, the Lord gonna pour out a grievous sore upon them. It says upon all the men that took the mark. You understand? So, you know, we in for a rude awakening because really and truly what Musk is doing is not saving anyone. It's not good for anyone. You understand? Dealing with these biometrics. Even when you go to the book of Genesis, right? I believe it's Genesis 2. I can't remember exactly the precept, but the Lord said that he looked upon everything and saw it was good. You understand? The Lord saw it was good. So that means that your body was good. When you're born with something, you don't go to Esau to fix it. It's not right. It wasn't made for your body. You understand? This is what they do. They do this for their agenda. They do this for their own liking. You know, to further, when they're ready for you, they take you and they consume you. And that is one of the words that I was that I had saved. What's the word? Consummate. Right? Consummate. I'll get that word one time. Consummate. It says make a marriage or relationship complete by having sexual intercourse, right? But really and truly, is to make something complete. I'm gonna get that word in the consummating online etymology. Because this is what you're doing with Esau. You're making the marriage complete. You're making the marriage fulfill when you take that mark. You understand? Bear with me here. Right, consummate, complete, perfect, right? Carried to the uttermost extent or degree. Yeah, you take it to another level. You're not just serving Esau as a servant anymore, but you know you're worshiping him as the real Lord. Right, you understand? Subtotal, highest, right? And that is it, you know. So, Lord's will in this video was edifying through the spirit and power. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I want to say Kala Layamla, Allah Yanawa, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great mercy and well. Salutation to the Aki and preaching the truth, the four corners that in sincerity. Shalom.